streaming. Hopefully connect to streaming. There it goes. Excellent connection. And it's delayed though, so that's what's great. So I won't know. Okay. Now let's see if this works. Nope. That did not work. So let's copy this to here.
I'll close this. It's not just a little bit on the back as towards the window. No, it's me. It's me, sorry. It's not Daddy, I know. No. It's me. Oh, it's so sad.
Okay. What? This is so frustrating. Okay. Switch accounts, be someone else. Why is only Roston on the YouTube save? What the heck? Checking, we're checking. Why is that? Oh, that's the wrong title and everything. On the YouTube save. So 01. Why is that? Oh, that's the wrong title and everything.
Oh, it's so delayed.
I know, it's super delayed. So I'm doing all this stuff now.
Oh, it's so delayed.
I know, it's super delayed.
Wow.
It's so, but I'm just, now it's like, this is good because this is all the checking stuff. Why do you still say that on there? But at least you can hear us. That's good.
Oh.
Sorry everyone, so we're just doing some checks right now with this. Ay nako, oh no. Oh my god. We will officially be starting at 6:30, so right now you're just hanging out with us while we're doing preliminary checks for this. Go away.
Oh, the only thing I can't see is like comments and stuff.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah.
I got my blind over
Do you have your phone?
Oh yeah, I guess I could.
If you go, yeah, if you go onto it on your phone, you can see the live chat on the side.
You're right.
I don't like how this thing though is still that. Why are you still that? You should be this. That. Oh, that's why. Oh, where is my iPad? Change it, change the iPad. No, I do it here on my desktop. This is stress ball change. You know what we should make? We should make a jingle. I'm gonna bring my ook when I see you on Friday. Okay. Save. Nope.
Oh, it's so crazy. The delay is like minutes.
Yeah. because it's going through a whole different thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, title card, everything. Sweetness Everdeen. Oh, Rocky! Hey, Rocky! It is the sisters. Now I can share this properly. Let me look over here on my 18 million screen. I only have 2 screens. It's not even 18 million. Will you, up for the love of pizza, why is it not updating?
What about pizza? I should do that.
It's there. I hate you. Why are you taking so long? Whatever. That's not what that's not what I wanted to say, but cool. Let me share this link. Copy. Send it to you. There you go. Howdy ho. Now I gotta put it on the social medias.
What? Sorry.
This is why you have someone else do all this. But I don't.
I don't. But see, just like that. She's sitting like a bulldog.
It's funny, I keep going between Tiffany Ray Malari and Tiffany Malari Hall. Because I feel like if it was 3, it works. If it's 4, it's too much. It don't fit.
I actually go, like, if I use Hall, I'd go Tifa Hall, so it's
shorter.
4 and like a 3 syllable, because Tiffany Ray Malari is like the perfect amount of syllables.
It is.
Freaking. I guess Tiffany Malari Hall is the same amount of syllables. It's not.
It doesn't. I know. Tiffany Ray Malari.
Tiffany Hall Malari.
It's the Malari needs to be, the long one needs to be the last. I'm going to put Usher on this one.
Usher, Usher.
Still have not seen it. Isn't that crazy? Oh, Adida Rocky is asking, how's Baby Ro? Before we get into the show.
He's good. I don't know if you can see my tummy. It's pretty big.
Whoa. Ooh, Baby Ro.
27 weeks. She has strong hiccups and really strong kicks. And seemingly can glide.
Yes. Ro can do dance styles depending on the music you play her. That is amazing. Dancers can't do that who are living and born.
I know, who are Earth side.
Ro has more style. She got style 14 years sooner than I got style when I was a person. So Rocky says, baby bump, strong baby from strong mother. Cute.
Oh,
cute. Okay. 6:24. We have 5 minutes before we officially start our first stream. Nope. Oh. Yep. There's that.
Like, what else can I eat?
Eat? I know I have yogurt, but I have the Wii yogurt. Wii.
Ooh, it's like a dessert.
It is. Oh, I have flan.
I have mango calamansi sorbet.
Oh, wow. That sounds really good.
It's from Trader Joe's. It's really good. Oh, what the heck? I should have had you try some. You can try it on Friday.
Did you purposefully put your Switch back there?
Yeah, to cover this stupid thing. But they match.
Oh,
right?
I didn't
There's
have...
a text up there. I was trying to hide.
Let me go get my flowers. Rosalind got me blue hydrangeas for healing.
Yeah.
Let me go get them. Okay. Oh my gosh.
What can I eat? What treat do I eat? Candy. No, this is not for doggies. This is for mommies.
If you're just showing up here, we'll be starting in 5 minutes. But this is a stupid thing to say, but I filled the water up here yesterday, and hydrangeas, that's how much they drink.
Yeah.
But look how pretty. They're white and blue. It's so big.
You spray them because they drink from their heads.
Yeah. I dunk them sometimes. But I need to get, maybe we can get that tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. Oh, I get, no. Well, I won't see you till late at night. On Saturday, we need to get a little,
spray guy.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, the little guy. Yeah. I need to get that. Hello, everyone. Oh, how many? Sorry, you guys are just tuning in right now. We haven't officially started yet. We'll be starting soon. We were just doing an early test because this is the first episode. And you got to score away all the technical difficulties because we've been there when I was talking for 10 minutes in silence. And everyone was trying to tell me in the comments they couldn't hear a word I was saying. And I was like, great. It's fantastic. It's absolutely Perfektenschlag. But you can all hear us okay, right? I'm checking the comments just in case. Oh, let me move this over so I can see the comments and everything. 3 minutes. Sora's here. Hey, Sora. We will be starting soon. We haven't officially started yet. So if you all just popped in, we haven't started yet. We will soon. This is your waiting screen. While we're waiting, let me be a nerd and show you my amazing dice sets. Ready? I thought I broke these earlier, but I didn't. Look how pretty they are. Wow, they look really good in the light. It's funny because my dice sets don't like me. I've never rolled, when we play, I've never rolled well. Ever.
And you should always use not your dice.
Literally. And then I always sit with Static. So Static will try to roll for me, and it'll be like really good rolls, but it's like an arbitrary roll. We're just like rolling in between, moments, and then they're like, roll for initiative. And every time it's perception check, I get less than a 3 every single time. So my character sees nothing, ever. Always.
Maybe you should have special gloves to roll so that you technically never
I'm not touching it. Dang it. I did get a big plushy D20 that me and Chuck roll if we don't know what to eat. We'll be like, okay, 15 and under, we're going to drive this way on Catella for food, the halfway point, 10 and 10 we'll drive the other way. So we roll the D20 to see what we're going to do for the day. Which is, that set was good. All right, 6:29. We are officially starting. We'll begin with our first little stinger. Woohoo! Hello, kumusta ka, and welcome to officially the first episode of the brand new season of Beyond the Northern Wall, a live talk show with me, your co-host, Kayla Malari, and my newest co-host,
Oh, do I?
yes! I was like, what are you doing?
Malari Hall. The Ray Malari? Tifa Hall. I don't know. I have an identity crisis.
Those are a lot of names. But we are co-hosting. We are, yes, sisters. Older, younger. Although that can be debated.
Smaller.
Yeah, I was like, this could also be debated. We are returning back to a weekly talk show. Comrades from the past have asked, when are we going to bring back Beyond the Northern Wall? And I didn't know because it was really hard trying to find time to do it. But then also, it was hard doing it by myself. So one, as some of you may know out in the ether, I'm out on injury from a lot of my jobs, and I will be out for like quite some time. So I do have a lot of time on my hands. And my beautiful sister is Prego the Lego Pergananant Gregnant. So she will be joining me with my beautiful Vivianese Roro. So what is Beyond the Northern Wall, a live talk show with us as your co-host? Well, Beyond the Northern Wall is anything and everything core related. You know, some people don't know that word correlated. Some people don't know the word core.
Related. Yeah. Some people don't know words.
So we talk about all things core. Every week we'll come here, we'll give you an update on core, we'll talk about things core has done, but we'll go beyond that, hence Beyond the Northern Wall, and we'll talk about fandoms, we'll talk about pop culture, anything that has to do with core, which is core's nerdy, so anything nerdy we will talk about. This week we're kind of just catching up because it's been a hot minute since we've had a live stream, but before that, for those who are new to the Core YouTube channel or new to Core in general, we're going to give you some introductions. So, who am I? I am me. My name is Kayla Malari. I am the co-founder and current director of the Core Dance Crew. I have been on Core since its inception back in 2013. Some people were like, some people on like TikToks have been, if they say, they like answer for me and they're like, the Hanji is like one of the original members. And I'm like, yes.
Am I wrong?
I was like, you're not wrong. I am an original member. I'm so original. I started it. And people be like, who runs it? And I'm like, also that me. So I am one of the OGs. I am the OG right now. I'm running it. And I came from a dance background. I started the Core Dance Crew back in 2013 with my best friend Sonali. We wanted to make a dance crew. And at first it was supposed to be a little project. And then as we were doing it, we're like, well, we're big nerds. Let's just keep going. And it's evolved over the years into what it is today. It is a dance crew that auditions. So we've had chorsmen come in and out, come back, go away for a while, show up for special occasions, sometimes dance with us for a little bit. So that's what's really nice, is that it's kind of like a revolving door of nerds and nerdy friends. Yeah. One of the things that we have is how long have I been dancing and what's my history as a dancer? I've been dancing since I was 3 because I used to watch my sister dance and I just did everything she did. I didn't have a working brain until I was probably 11. So I was just like, monkey see, monkey do. So I'd watch my sister dance and my mom would be like, I just would do what she did. So she went to dance and I just followed along. And then I remember the age, do you remember Blackbird, learning Blackbird for the first time?
Yeah.
That was when music and dance clicked. And I remember thinking, oh, we're dancing to the music. That's the piece I remember. Otherwise, I was just like going through the motions. I slowly fell in love with dance. I made it my dancing profession. I've danced with Disney, with Knott's in live theater. I used to dance in LA and do like music videos and commercials and television shows, which was super fun. But for me, it just, for me, I don't know. The culture, it wasn't terrible. It's just, I don't think I was kind of built for that culture. I do like live theater a little bit more, which is how Core came about, because as much as I liked creating and doing it as a profession, just on my own end, I wanted to be able to have more hands in the actual process of putting things together. I am a creative person, and so I was like, well, let me just make a dance crew for fun on the outside, and that's how core culminated in that. But it is rooted in actual knowledge of how to do the things that we do. I am most notably known as Hanji, specifically Hanji from TikTok, or as they like to say at ALA, Hungay. I don't know why they say it. Yeah. They announced us at ALA for the past 2 years as the Hungay Dance Crew.
Wow, that is. I would expect very different looking crew to come up.
If you put Hungay Dance Crew. So I am known most notably as Hanji. They are probably one of my most favorite cosplays to play just because I feel the closest to that cosplay. But what was the one? Oh, my dream cosplay was the one I did last year. That's my personal favorite, which was Urbosa. Oh, her little figure isn't here anymore. Urbosa from Breath of the Wild. But I most notably recognize, and my favorite is Hanji. That's why she's here, up here with me. And that's enough about me. Now I'd like to introduce my beautiful and wonderful big sister. Auntie Tev, what is your name and your relation to core?
I am Tiffany Ray Malari / Tifa Hall / Achi, which is that Ilocano?
Yeah, it's Ilocano. I know, I had to think of what it was.
I was like, which one is it? It's Ilocano for older sister. What was the question?
Your name and your relation to core. It's okay.
Oh, my correlation, my constellation is blood relative. But I was gone, right? The first year of Survey Corps.
You were at Cirque.
Yeah, like physically not around. I was doing Cirque du Soleil, and then that was when they were doing the project Survey Corps, and I was like, this was so badass. And then they decided to do it again.
You were there.
Huh?
You were there for Maxed Out because you danced with Thomas. You were there?
Oh yeah, I was there. Oh, I've been there from the beginning.
Yeah, you were there from the. Wait, where were you? You didn't do.
I didn't do AOT.
Yeah, but why were you there for the project? Because you did that. Where did you go between November? Did you leave for Wicked right away?
No. I must have done. There's other weird things that I did between Cirque and Wicked that sometimes I have to look back on my resume, like things I did. I think I must have left to do something.
Well, now I'm going to go back in history and try to figure out where you were at the beginning of 2014.
Right. It was at the beginning. This whole time I thought I was with it.
So,
what the heck?
Where did you go?
Oh, it's a lie!
Yeah, where did you go?
Where are you?
Stupid.
What?
Anyway, that's a nice segue into what is your profession, Achi?
I am, who knows? I'm a professional dancer who also, like Kayla, like I've done commercials and music videos and films. But I think the thing we love the best is live performance. And so currently, for the last 7 years of my life, I've been doing musical theater. Specifically Wicked, the national tour of Wicked. I'm on maternity leave right now from that national tour because I'm Gregante. Yeah, that's it. Gregante. So I'm an alumni. I was encore for I don't even know how long.
You were in and out.
Ping pong back. Yeah.
Which is the beauty of, well, one, I'm in charge. So, sister. But also, that's how we are with a lot of our corpsmen, is that if you are available and you would like to dance with us, we're like, yeah, show up. And if you're not, we're like, the door's always open. You're always welcome back. You know, we never slam the door on anybody. What is your favorite cosplay that you've cosplayed on Core?
My favorite cosplay. Oh, that's hard.
I know. I was gonna say one, and then I doubted and was gonna say another.
I I think.
I feel.
Man, you know. Okay. Just by like a very little bit, the one that trumps them all is Maleficent. Just because I really loved that set. Like Maleficent, when we took it for the first time and we took it to where the heck did we perform it? UB. Oh my gosh, that was so fun to do that kind of set at a competition. And yeah, I just really love Maleficent. And then I think when we were actually at the cons, that was the most I was stopped to like take pictures. But like thinking back on all the cosplays, like I loved cosplaying Psylocke. That was so fun when we were like 100 X-Men walking around. That was super, super fun. And there's so many Psylocks. So I think like cosplaying something that is popular, I don't know, for me, because usually I'm not, usually I don't have like a super popular, like no one else was Maleficent when I was Maleficent. So it was like really fun to see other, like kind of have like a little tribe. But I really liked cosplaying Sky because it was the most comfortable and the most like me cosplay.
Daisy Johnson from our Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. set. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is like a classic, one of my favorite sets. And it was like...
And one of my favorite processes, like, to build. Like, rehearsal process, it was so amazing.
That's something that you guys can look forward to in future episodes because my sister has kind of been there since the beginning. Even when she wasn't there for things, she saw the process behind the scenes because, of course, she's the one I call to tell about everything. If I was frustrated or if I had an idea, if I was like, I don't know if this works, let me call her. So we'll go through, we'll have special episodes where we go do throwbacks and we'll talk about the process of things. I'm excited for the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. one because that was so unique and singular in and of itself. And it's so cool because I wasn't in that set, so I got to watch it, literally stand there and film it. And I remember just like being so excited because I could feel everyone around. It was like in the very beginning when Core started, and so people didn't know what this was, and they're like, wait, holy cow, what the heck? And I'm like, I know, you have no idea what's about to happen next. And so that was really, really fun. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yes, Lo-Fi says super underrated. All right, so that's who we are, the sisters. So you'll see us every week here co-hosting this show. Now, what is this show? Well, we're here to give you a little Core update because it's been a hot minute since I have gone live with Beyond the Northern Wall. The last time I went live was, I think, 2020.
Wait, really?
No, 2021. It was like the beginning of 2021, kind of the middle. We had just, the last thing I remember is like promoting an Immortal Bond.
Oh, I was in Nashville. Okay, yeah. You didn't do that? You didn't do it again afterwards?
I like couldn't, I did for a little bit, and then it was because I had it on, what was it, Wednesday nights or something.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, and then of course like a different show comes along and they're like, well, now I can't do it that time because I'm working at that time. So then I kind of like fell off. And every time we had panels or conventions afterwards, someone would be like, are you ever going to bring Beyond the Northern Wall back? And one, I'd always be like, you cared? You listened? That's cool. And two, I was like, man, I do want to bring it back, but it was really fun every time I had like Joseph here or I had someone to talk to. So It worked out. I texted my sister one day, said, hey, you want to co-host like a YouTube live show with me? And she just went, yeah, that's it. No questions asked. No like, when is it? How are we going to do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. So speaking of that, the last time we did something was the Immortal Bond short film. In like a couple sentences, Achi, what was that like for you?
Well, I guess that counts as a cosplay.
Oh, I loved we got to cosplay siblings. We were literally, but we were switched. Because I was the older brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were the younger sister.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was super. That was fun, and it was. It's just it was unique too because it was at a time when wait when when did we do that? Oh, it was just like we were coming out of the pandemic, and
Slowly.
so like it's an interesting time actually. It's kind of definitely like a snapshot of the times
Yeah.
where there what I know we weren't the only artists who were like itching to create and get back together, and yet there was it was a mixture of this like release but also this I don't know, a little still anxiety because we've been trapped and we didn't know about everyone had lost hope for the future on so many levels, but it was cool to like not like the double-edged sword was that obviously there wasn't any live performances, but it allotted us time to actually do something on a different platform, like film and rehearse and create. And we both have been on sets before, so I think that just like it scratched that little itch that we have of being in front of and behind the camera, which was so nice actually. Ooh,
It was. It's crazy because a part of me, I'm very 50-50. A big part's like, I never want to do that again because you were there. It was so stressful because we had a very small budget. So it meant we had to do what people spend 3 weeks doing in 4 days. So it was stressful. I think for 4 days straight, all of us just we woke up at the like before the sun rose to get good lighting, and then long into the night just to fit everything in the time frame. So part of me is like, I never want to do that again. Another part's like, that was like we got to do things that I can't do on
cool.
yeah, you can't do on stage, and it doesn't look right, and you're like, ah, God, bah, why? So that was really fun. Then so we did an Immortal Bond, and also we culminated Soy Socks out of that. We got to make an original song.
Oh, duh. I forgot that that's how. Yeah, and Soy Socks also was birthed from the pandemic because we couldn't. We were trying to figure out how do we keep training or how do we train new skills, right? Like while we're all trapped at home, and we were like, oh, let's sing.
Yeah, my sister gave us literally online singing lessons. So, National Broadway tour, we got free singing lessons from you, which I always told you, I was like, thank you for doing that. And I always told people, I was like, you have to pay for this. And you don't when you're here because you were just nice and wanted to share skills. But a lot of times that's what happens on core. If someone knows something, they're just like, let me share that knowledge with you.
Yeah.
And teach you how to do
like
this thing.
Singing for dancers is so different. Like I'm not a singing teacher. I just was passing along everything that I had learned. I know you got blurry.
I got blurry. Sorry, I don't know why.
It's weird. What is it focusing on? The flowers. The goddamn flowers.
There.
Why are the flowers in focus?
It got me.
Did it?
Did it? There's so much to look at behind me. I think I need to get those things that you put on your chair, just so it blocks out everything. Yeah. No, have you seen it like for people when they do auditions and stuff? It's literally like a green screen. It looks like a sunscreen that you just put on the back of your chair.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, so that you can
make a whole
thing.
Optical illusions.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyways, yeah, that's how we made Soy Socks.
And we got our original song out of it. If you guys haven't heard it, it's L-I-T. Was that you?
What?
What was that sound?
Oh, I said, it's because I was saying we made an original song, but it was at the same time.
Original song is streaming on all music platforms, right? L-I-T? By Soy Socks. S-O-Y-S-O-X. So we did that. And then 2021 was all coming back from the pandemic and performing again. So we did LACC that year. We did other performances. And it was hard because it wasn't hard because we were dancing in masks. That actually was pretty easy. Dancing in masks was so not the detrimental thing that people thought it was, even though we're huffing and puffing. It was trying to figure out the extent of what we should do coming out of pandemic, as everyone else was, trying to figure out how does live theater works. Then by the time we got into 2022, we got our feet back on the ground. Core was almost completely new at that point, and yet that was the year, 2022 was the year that Core did far too much at Anime Expo. So these are brand new recruits. These are fresh cadets. They are so talented. They are just learning how Core works, and we decided, let's throw them into the deep end with no floaties or ray of light. They went into AX. At Anime Expo, we did Bishoujo, the big long show, which we had. Was it 2 original songs? No, you sang a cover, right?
Yeah.
You sang a cover with Lonnie?
With Lonnie, we did Talking to the Moon. Oh, wait, I think we did 2 covers.
No, Lonnie did his original song.
Lonnie did an original song with Meadow, dancing, amazing. Mm-hmm. Me and Lonnie did the Sailor Moon one, mm-hmm. Talking to the Moon, the girls. And then me and you did the opener.
Yes. Oh gosh, I forgot. Soy Socks, me, my sister, and Trini. We make up Soy Socks. We sang and pre-recorded the opening and closing. That was super fun.
Oh yeah, and the closing. Oh yeah.
That was fun. Aw, Trine Bean. Soy Socks wants to do more. We just never get. You were on tour, and so the only reason Soy Socks wasn't doing more is because we had our lead singer gone. But if not, we would be doing so much stuff. But at AX that year, so we had Bishoujo performance, and then we had Plus Ultra remix performance that would be featuring Soy Socks singing live at Community Stage. So, and then on top of that, we had to build an original, catered to the event, opening ceremonies showcase, and then a closing ceremonies that tied in with the opening ceremonies. Core was also performing for the ribbon cutting at the very, we performed for the opening of the convention. We were the opening for the opening. And then we did a workshop and a panel and ran our booth at AX for the first time. That's so much. It was so much. It was more than Core had ever done. And not only that, so it was new for me, but I'd been on Core for 1,000 years. But all my new cadets, they're like, first performance with Core Dance Crew is AX 2022, doing 8 different things. There's only 4 days. That means it was 2 events a day. And every event was different. It was crazy. Bishoujo, because Bishoujo is a little bit bigger. We did Plus Ultra Remix because Boku no Hero was still very, very big. And we had all of our costumes from Fandomaniacs. We'll put that promo code up later. And that one was super fun. And we took that to Masquerade opening. Usually we do the Masquerade halftime, but we did it for Masquerade opening. But we also took it to the community stage. And when it was a community stage, it needed to be longer than just the 12 minutes of the performance. So what we did was we did the Plus Ultra Remix performance for the first 12 minutes. And then myself and Trini changed in the back, and my sister came out, and we were the alternate universe versions of Bakugo, Todoroki, and Deku. My sister played Deku. I, of course, was just Todoroki again. And Trini was the girl version of Bakugo, and Soy Socks performed. And it sucks because that half of the performance isn't up on YouTube because the sound was so messed up.
So bad. The sound was so messed up for a stage that it was a stage that was supposedly built for live music and live performance. The mics and the speakers were clashing, and you couldn't turn up anything or you couldn't turn down anything. So it just was built perfectly for not live performance. It was super frustrating.
It sucked too because you had your guitar, remember? You had your Fender to play our medley, and we couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
So it made it hard because we had practiced so much for it. And I felt performance wise, it was bad because I couldn't hear the music. And it's like, of course, it's not a concert, so we don't have in ears to help us. But like the music, the speakers are facing out. There's no like on stage speakers. So like me and Trini.
And the mics don't. They were like, oh, we just thought like one person's gonna sing or something. Like so, like 3 people couldn't sing on 3 different mics. It was so crazy.
It was
like,
crazy. I felt bad too because like I know Trini and I even though I sing in my jobs at like knots and stuff, I wasn't super confident yet to be like a performing singer. And same with Trini, so we were heavily relying on my sister. But it sucked because she trained us so well, and like all that confidence that she helped build in us, like got zapped in those first two not notes, those fuzzy things, and I was like, like, oh man, that it really sucked. I mean, it wasn't as bad.
So hard. It wasn't as bad, but it just was like, okay.
For all the behind the scenes that I have of us like here in my office training and singing the songs over and over again, and really like my sister was locking in our harmonies, locking in everything, fixing our breathing and fixing our tone and our pitch. It just, I was like, man, this is not a good indicator at all. But you know, we had fun regardless. It was fun regardless. It just sucks because we also didn't get to sit in the, man, that was kind of like messy because we immediately had to change to go to Masquerade halftime, like immediately afterward. It's just, there's pure chaos. But
yeah,
that one was fun. I would love to perform with Soy Socks again in the future for like small performances just because it was super fun. And then we created Bishojo, which was our entire show dedicated to celebrating female characters in anime. And I loved that one. I forgot, like I knew you sang, but I forgot you did Talking to the Moon with Lonnie.
Standing in a moon.
In a moon. Oh, you were standing in a moon.
In the moon, yeah.
It was in the cage that you did. You like.
Oh yeah, that's where I popped for the opening.
And that one was cool too because Soy Socks sang. We pre-recorded the opening and closing. So Trini and I traveled all the way up to Thousand Oaks where my sister is, and we got to record during the night. And that was with John, with my brother-in-law and her husband, John Robert Hall. And John was great too because also a professional singer-songwriter. And we're just getting, he's like training us in recording and whatnot. And there's like cool things. And watching John work so fast with like putting stuff together. And he's like, now hit this note. Now let's all sing this note. And we were like, ah. And it's like my sister and John, as professionals in the business working with non-professionals, they really make you feel like you can do it. And that sounds so stupid, but it's true because I've been with people that make you feel like you can't do it.
Yeah. I've also been with people who make you feel like you can't do it. And it's just worlds different.
Worlds apart?
Let's pretend that's the same. When someone does make you feel like you can do it, because then you do it. You know, if you don't have faith, if nobody in the room has faith in you, including you, it's like, what are we doing here? Someone has to have hope.
Cause you gotta have faith. And then we also did at AX, we did that ribbon cutting. It's the first and last time Core will ever dance on. Okay, when I tell you these steps were steep. Like, the step was as wide as my arm.
Yeah, and they were just like, it was just so bizarre. I was like, what? Why are they? Why is this here? Can we not cut the ribbon? I don't know, on the floor, on the ground.
And that was the year that this is AX coming back from the pandemic for the first time, so it was overcrowded in the lobby. So they had to open sooner rather than later because the fire marshal is like, this is a hazard. So they made us perform, and they said it's not safe for anyone else. So the minute we were done, they took away the rest of the performances and cut the ribbon. And we're like, so it was fine for us. Like, screw it, you guys can do it. It's not safe for anybody else to be doing this. So we're gonna get them out of here. And we I remember the night before, Ajitav, you were cleaning us. Remember on the stairs? You were like down the lobby.
Placing you guys and stuff.
And so we had it all set, and then the minute we were done, we literally, all of us ran. the minute we were done performing, we had to run to opening ceremonies.
No, it was just the scheduling. I was like, wait, who?
I mean, it was also my bad because I said yes to everything, but also because I was going with pandemic brain, where it's like you just say yes to every opportunity, and it didn't register that I was like.
But if you're building a show, right, and you hire acts, why would you hire the same act for two things that are back to back that are in the same geographical spot? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
That's right. Wait, what?
They oftentimes forgot who we were, so that's also a thing. That's par for the course with core. People were always like, "Wait, who are you guys?" And we're like,
we don't know.
We were like, we're just here. We'll just do the thing." And then opening ceremonies was catered to the actual event. We made a storyline that connected from opening ceremonies to closing ceremonies, where it was like people coming, one person coming to the con for the first time, and then a veteran of the con, like showing them around. So we built that whole opening with Maiden Butler Cafe incorporated, trying to showcase all the different things that they had, like the lounge, the beer garden, the fashion show, and all that stuff. So that was also a labor of love because you couldn't just cookie cutter shows we had already set and then put it in there. We had to build a brand new show for that and then conclude that story 4 days later at closing ceremonies, which I will say last second, my sister for opening ceremonies and closing, you jumped into the show. You weren't supposed to be in it. Do you remember that?
Wait, what was opening?
Opening, you were dressed as Sailor Jupiter, but in Lita as her school uniform, and Rostin couldn't perform. So you're like, I got it. Literally, you just got on stage and did it because you watched it once in rehearsal.
Swing brain.
Swing brain. So cool. And then we ran a booth, which we didn't know how to do yet.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
that was fun.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked. It was super fun.
It was unnecessarily fun. I think we had more fun than like actually did anything for the booth. It was more like
we were also in a weird freaking spot. We were by like the storage thing.
Yeah.
Remember? Because I would like go in there to warm up.
Oh, we were. They did store it there.
Huh?
I remember. I forgot that we were where they were storing all of like the extra.
Yeah, like
furniture pieces. Oh wow!
Remember when it wasn't till like the last day when I found all of the booth titles?
Yes.
I was like, I'm pretty sure these are supposed to go on everyone's booth. And I was like, should I give them to them? I was like, someone dropped the ball by not putting the labels and their booth numbers. I found those.
Everyone's booth.
Yeah, everyone's booth number and label, because you're supposed to be able to find people like on a map and stuff. And I was like warming up in the back, and I was like, don't they need these things? I'll say it.
And then that was the year. So we're breaking down the booth. We have like 20 of us. So we broke down our booth, and our booth wasn't really intense. We broke it down. We were done. We were done within like 20 minutes of the con closing at 4. We didn't leave until 9, like 5 hours later.
Oh my god.
Because they like would not release us. Me and like I remember going up to trying to get our sign out, and then John tried to come up and help me, and like Lonnie drove up and tried to help me. We started just making stuff because the photo sets were still up. So we were just filming stupid things in the photo sets because for 5 hours we couldn't leave.
We weren't like allowed to leave, even though we were packed and ready to go, and our truck was already there. There was supposed to be like paperwork, whatever. And then after hours and hours, John was like, I'm gonna find somebody. But he found someone who was like, yeah, you just leave.
I was, because the first time he came up to me, I was stuck at that table for an hour and a half trying to fill out paperwork that I was like, I don't need to do this. We're not shipping it anywhere. And they're like, well, we need verification. But also the people that could make the decisions for us to leave weren't anywhere around. So when John came up, he was like, "Oh, I thought it was just like they wouldn't talk to you." And then he got frustrated, so we went back. And then eventually, I remember John just brought your car up, and we just started packing things up. So we just kind of didn't tell anyone, and we're like, "What if we just left?"
Yeah.
And then we finally left.
Yeah, John basically just told someone, was like, "Hey, we're just gonna leave. We're gonna, and here we are leaving. Bye.
We're getting out." And that was a lot of our cadets' first ever con experience. And the fact that they're all still on court is kind of amazing. I'm like, wow, you guys have a great, great constitution to have endured. And it wasn't, it was probably the first time, and my sister can confirm this, the first time in Corps history where any like problems were definitely not the crew's doing. It had, the crew did absolutely nothing. Everything else, yeah, that was just coming in was pure, utter chaos. And us as a crew were just like looking at each other like, okay, let's just all deal with this now together. Let's just all deal with this now together. So mad props to the crew. And then we ended 2022 with really stepping into our place. And that was when me and Urban created into the new year. We created Spy Family set that went into the beginning of 2023, which is probably one of my most favorite sets. It was probably the cleanest Corps has ever been the first time they got on stage. How sad.
It was such a cool set. I loved watching that set.
I was excited to show you and Mom Spy Family because our mom has very big opinions on things, but like good opinions. Like she's a dance mom with knowledge.
She's a dance mom. She's a dance mom. Not like a dance mom. Like she knows the industry.
And she was, yeah. And I remember Mom was like, "I like how this was put together. It kept my interest. Everyone was clean." I was like, "Thanks, Mom." And I remember sitting in we were all watching it on the video in our hotel room. Is Baby Ro okay?
Yeah.
She's doing okay. Moving and grooving. We were sitting in the hotel room, and it was probably the first time me and Urban had put together a set like between us creatively, like without, because for Plus Ultra and even Bishojo, Sonali was still there, and then I had help, you had helped, and we had taken so much help from so many different people, but this one was just me and Urban. And it was just me as the now sole director of Corps Dance Crew. And we watched the set, and it was so good. And we held hands. And I looked at her and I said, "Little." And she was smiling. She's like, "We did that." And I said, "That was pretty good. Good job." So much fun. And like one of the rare times where like you get through the set from beginning to end, you're like, everything we wanted to happen happened. Nothing new, nothing bad. It was so good. And then from there, we went on into, what the heck did we do for the summer of Beyond the Northern Wall. No. Beyond the, Breath of the Wild. We did Breath of the Wild set. An iconic video game set that we had been wanting to create for a very, very long time. First time in a long time we created cosplays from scratch. That was amazing. That was really good. The whole crew banded together to create cosplays and props and everything, like from wigs to the pants we wore to the shoes to the accessories to the tops. Everything was made in-house. All the props were made in-house. All those amazing props were made by Sam. And then I know the painting was done by like Chuck, Lo-Fi. There's a lot of people. Sorry if I forgot, if you guys helped painting with the props and whatnot. Joseph did a lot of sewing. Little did a lot of sewing. I did a lot of sewing. And it was really good because I felt like since the pandemic, it wasn't until that moment that we really went into the cosplay aspect of Corps. Because we hadn't, for, Plus Ultra and whatnot, and for Bishojo, a lot of those cosplays were already made. And we just kind of brought them back so that we didn't have to start from scratch. And then Breath of the Wild was the first time in a long time. Oh my god, I forgot about Evolution set. And then we did that. That was really fun. I mean,
was that before Breath of the Wild?
That was before Spy Family. I did like Evolution set a lot. I just completely forgot about it.
Evolution. So cute.
Evolution is cute. Also because we're very much a Pokemon crew. So the Pokemon crew was really good. That was when Nazanin got her nickname from me that I've held, which is main character energy. She will forever be like the ultimate main character energy. You've never met anyone who's more hype for everyone else in their life. Like Nazanin's hype. Yeah. Nazanin would have photo cards of everyone in her life if she could. And she does. She makes her own photo cards of people. Oh, what a G. So yeah, we did Evolution set. Then we went to Breath of the Wild. And that took us all the way through until the end of the year. What did we do at LA Comic Con? Attack on Titan. We went back to Attack on Titan for LA Comic Con. Wow, we went full circle. And now we're at Cyberpunk Disney set, which my sister has not seen yet. And I told her not to because we're going to watch it and do a live commentary probably next week for next week's episode. So it's going to be her first time watching it. She hasn't seen it at all. So, and that's to catch us up to today. Relatively. We'll delve into all this stuff later on, but that's a relative, right? That's about it. Now we're in 2024. So what can we expect from 2024? I don't know. Achi, knowing nothing about what Core is doing for 2024, what would you expect from Core?
The most. Too much, actually. Too much most that there might be some regrets.
Wow, that's really good. Too much most.
I feel you may be right.
What?
He's like, I feel you may be right.
I feel you may be right. Oh, I should have said that. That's the response. I feel you may be right. There's a lot of stuff that I can't share unless you're a patron. You're going to find out what we're doing far sooner than anyone else. So, I mean, I'll plug that in later on. If you want to become a patron, you'll find out everything through there. But we do have a lot already on the docket. Core, as they can not say in the chat, but can attest, we are hardcore parkour into the creation process of new things. My sister got to join us this last rehearsal to help with the teaching of the new things, and I'm really excited for it because it's new things that, I mean, of course every set means a lot, but this is what I can say. Back when we made Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. set, that was at a time when Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. meant so much to the crew because we were all watching it. Like, we had, do you remember our weekly watch parties?
Yeah, we were like man, that was like our ritual. That was like our thing.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. meant...
You would have thought our crew's name wasn't Survey Corps, it was
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
S.H.I.E.L.D. dance crew.
Like, when the big episodes happen, my memory's just like everyone running around the living room screaming at what's happening on the screen. So, if we put Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. set at a time when Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. meant so much to us, we are again putting together a set that is on that same caliber, where it's about something that really means something so intense for what Core is now, and it's making it really exciting because of course we love anime, like of course we love Disney, of course we loved Boku no Hero, of course we love Breath of the Wild when it happened, but this is the first time in a long time something of the caliber of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has taken over the crew, and it's making me so I'm so excited, and I need you all to be patrons so you can find out about it too and be excited with us. Anyways, that's all I can say about that. Yeah.
How about that?
How about that?
We've watched too many TikToks. We did like almost 3 hours of the dive.
The other night I went to go stay with my sister and we're like, let's watch a movie. We watched less than 7 minutes of a movie, paused it I don't know why we paused it initially, because it wasn't to show a TikTok. We paused it for a purpose.
Yeah, we did, but...
And then it never started again.
Yeah. Then it was like, oh, did you see this? Oh, did you see this? And then that was it. We were on.
And then 3 hours later, I got up and I said, can you help me choreograph? And she's like, okay. And then the movie went away and it was done. But so that is to bring us to date now, this February 15th of 2024. That is a quick rundown of what has happened. That is a very, very vague look at what's going to come in the future. But at least for this live show, what you can expect in coming weeks are a bunch of different things. One, we will continually update you on what CORE is doing. We'll share stories, slowly start sharing some behind the scenes clips, not all of them, because again, those are saved for the patrons. But what we'll also be doing is my sister will be helping me interview active COREsmen, because we do have a relatively new roster of people. Some you've seen for the past couple of years, some are brand new that a lot of comrades don't know, and they're fantastic people with fantastic stories and experiences. So we will be slowly giving those interviews and showing those during the episodes. We will also be exploring fandoms and such related to CORE, as we always do. I have a lot of prompts that I want to, like, me and my sister were just talking the whole time, like, to rehearsal and from rehearsal on Tuesday. And as we were talking, I was like, oh, this is going to be a subject that we'll talk about for Beyond the Northern Wall, or this one, because they're just like thought processes in like delving into beyond just the surface level of a fandom. Like, let's get into the unnecessary nitty gritty, but very necessary. We were talking about, what was it? Songbirds and Snakes and Hunger Games, and that bled into like the understanding of someone who does straddle the space between good and evil, and why that is more human than anything else. And it was just such a good talk. It was like having a conversation with Sora in real life. And I was just like, this is what we need to do. This is why we're doing this live stream, because this is the favorite thing to do when you're a nerd. How sad for people that have no nerd inclinations and have nothing to talk about, because they exist. We've met them. We have both met them, and it's weird.
It's it's interesting. I guess usually to each their own. But sometimes you meet people and you're like, even their own, they don't have each. Like there is no each. So I'm like, wait, what?
I was telling my sister a story about how I met a guy who doesn't watch movies or television shows. He doesn't read books. He doesn't play video games. He doesn't like magazines.
He doesn't do sport. He's not a foodie. I'm like, maybe he's like a breatharian. Like he's just like, I really like to breathe.
I couldn't. It was the weirdest.
Asthma. I don't know.
It was the weirdest conversation I ever had with a human, and I wasn't the only one. Everyone around me was trying to understand what, like, one of my friends was like, so when you're home and you've like finished your work for the day, what do you do when you get home? You're just like, when you sit down and you're like, I'm gonna do the thing I love. What is that? And the silence
was deafening.
So thankfully, we're not those people. We're nerds that like nerdy conversations. So we're going to do a lot of that. And we will be answering questions, but most specifically, we'll be answering questions from our patrons. Our patrons are like the producers for CORE, especially if you're in Commander or Titan tier. So their questions always take priority. So I thank you guys for all your beautiful questions in the chat. But if you really want to ask in-depth questions, things that have to do with CORE, or like things have to do with that you want us to talk about or anything, again, become a patron. I am a fool. And I put all our affiliates on this thing, except I didn't put our Patreon link. But I will add that into the info in this live. You can also head to the CORE's website at www.thecoredancecrew.com, so you can become a patron. You can sign up. It's $2 a month to become a patron. You join our Discord. run by Lo-Fi, who's in the chat, and you can discuss everything there. You'll get all of the behind-the-scenes footage, and you can upgrade your tier so that you can be part of the Commander and Titan tier, where they really get to. Where sometimes I'll just go to them and be like, hey, I have this thought process on like this. Can you guys give me your insight on that? And yeah, so that's a really cool thing there. Other people that sponsor us are behind me. So, oh, this one. So if you guys see this, do you see this cool jacket? It says matcha. It's a, how do I turn you around? Achi, what's your favorite boba drink?
Oh my gosh. A strawberry matcha with strawberry popping boba. Sometimes
Really?
it's taro.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know strawberry matcha was your favorite.
To me.
I thought it was going to be taro.
I changed.
Yeah. Stupid. Well, Mini Boba Boutique is one of our very good friends, or a small business owned by the loveliest couple you ever meet, Brianna and Matt. And this is one of their latest products. It is their Boba Letterman jacket. Look how nice it is. This was actually a gift from another. This wasn't even from them. A lot of Core just supports them and buys their stuff even like without a discount or anything. We just like their products. This was a gift. Angel, who's on Core, bought this for me because she knew I really like the green one. I like this one and the taro one, but I feel like the green one you can wear. Like this one you can wear with anything. The purple one's so specific. But yeah, so this is Mini Boba Boutique. You can follow them on Instagram. Shablam, right there. Mini Boba Boutique LLC. They are a small business. They are at all the conventions with us. We don't have a promo code with them right now, only because I didn't want one. Because we just buy their stuff. But they are one of our very good friends. They support us. They do a lot of collaborations with us, and so we support them in kind. So check them out. We also have another friend. She's my friend from Knott's. If you see my earrings, do you see this? It's a little. Can you see this, Hachi?
Oh. You're turning it the wrong way.
There we go. Oh God.
No, turn it.
I have
like,
no.
Sideways
There
to
we
your
go.
head. Yeah.
So this is a little paintbrush, and then on this side I have a pencil. Isn't that cute? These are both by, let me show you guys, Schaefer Claymaker. My friend Erica Schaefer is a phenomenal singer and performer, but she's also a small business owner that makes polymer clay earrings. I spend far too much money on earrings that I always say are for friends, and they're not. They're only for me. I've never given her earrings to friends. I've only kept them for myself. But I'll be wearing a set every single stream that we do. So if you want your own really cool, cute polymer clay earrings that are really high quality, check her out on Instagram. We also have, this one, we do have a promo code. It is promo code CORE10 with Fandomaniacs. If you go to Fandomaniacs, if you see a lot of our anime style stuff, don't you have a jacket? I got you a jacket from them, right? The Nezuko one?
Yeah. Yeah, but all my stuff is in.
No, I know, and I need to find where my...
It's like such a good one with the like...
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
She has the cherry blossoms on the back. If you go on my Instagram, I'm wearing like a full Giyu outfit that so many people are like, oh my gosh, where's that from? It's from Fandomaniacs. They do a lot of cool things. One of their best things that Core has is their bomber jackets, specifically because it has an inside pocket. Which, who gets an inside pocket? And they're nice and thin, but warm enough that you can wear it outside, but also like really easy cosplay. If you don't believe us, check out our Plus Ultra Remix set. We are all wearing Fandomaniacs jackets in it as our characters, so it's like casual, like urban street style of Boku no Hero Academia, and it's really cool. You can use our promo code. Am I pointing the right way? This is the right way. Promo code CORE10. You know what's crazy? You can write out Core, CORPS, and I have not met a convention that pronounce it Core, which I think is weird.
Well, it's because most people, we grew up military. Most people avoid the military.
That's true. But like, if you watched Attack on Titan or like Demon Slayer, they say Demon Slayer Core. You know, it's like on the little subtitles.
Yeah, they say it. They're not.
Oh.
They're not like reading. You know what I mean? Their brain probably sees the word CORE when the person says it.
It's amazing.
You're like.
People have seen that and they've said, of course, Corpse is the classic. We've gotten Cores, the Cores dance crew, the Cops.
Cores Line.
Cores Line. We've been Cops. We've been called Cops dance crew. We've been called Cops dance corps. Which, that's just amazing because I'm like, you're just making stuff up now. It's very rare, and anytime Core has been at a performance, we're in the back, and as they're announcing us, everybody waits to see if this has been 10 years going. Everybody goes, and when it's wrong, we all go, like Grace. So yes, the Core Corpse Curse dance Hungay dance crew is what we are. So those are all of our affiliates. And that's really just the show. That was this first episode, just trying to get you guys to find out what's going on with us here at the Core Dance Crew and at Beyond the Northern Wall. Yeah? And yeah, we'll see you here every single week, Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. With me, your co-host, Kayla Malari.
And me, your other co-host, Tiffany Ray Malari Tifa Hall.
So truncated. And a period after every single word.
What's my name?
And for our patrons, I'll be throwing you guys brand new questions to take with us here on Beyond the Northern Wall, and we'll be answering them over the weeks. But until then, we need to find out a sign-off. I used to have a sign-off. My sign-off was always peace up, A-Town down. Boom. Oh, I guess that works because Usher's relevant again. Ooh, before we sign out, I'm going to call out Chuck right now. She didn't know. Okay, you know how Usher did the dance with, who did he do the dance with on BTS? The song? JK. She didn't know until she saw a video of JK and Usher. She was like, I didn't know Usher could dance.
What did she think Usher did?
She was here in the apartment, and I almost mauled her over.
That's okay. Oh, when was she born? She's a baby.
No.
Oh, no. Chuck!
He said, Chuck!
She didn't know.
She didn't know. I love Chuck so much. I will always call her out forevermore. She almost... Oh, wait. As also a Rengoku... Achiji, you and John are Rengoku fans, right? Okay. So, we were watching... Me and Chuck were watching Demon Slayer Season 3. We're getting there. Joseph comes out to, see what we're doing. And then we're talking about character design. And then also just, ragging on people. Why do people always like villains? Why are they always oh my god, the villains? Villains are terrible. They're terrible characters. And I was like, who sims for these, terrible ones? Who's gonna simp for Akaza because what he did? And it goes silent next to me. And I look at Chuck, and Joseph just starts screaming at her. He just says, no! She's like, wait, hold on. It's not. Me and him are yelling. We're like, what he did to Rengoku? No. And she said she was just saying it's the design of him. When she first read it on the manga, she really liked his design. And then I just started.
Aesthetic.
His aesthetic, yes. I made fun of that because I said with his little Prince Abubu vest and his bubblegum pink hair and his color pop peach eyelashes and his weird Tsunade / Jujutsu Kaisen wannabe tattoos. We were just coming for her so hard. He has a little Prince Abubu vest.
He does. He looks like Prince Ali.
Yeah. I know. Amanda says Chuck can't be biased anymore for the disrespect on Usher's name. Oh, we love you so much, Chuck. Chuck, for those who don't know, Chuck and Trini are now the captains of the Core Dance Crew, so they will be subjected to much love and teasing because we love them. But yeah, more to come on that because we'll get to touch base with them on the interviews when we bring you Corsman interviews. And that's our show. It's an hour long. We hit the 7:29 mark with just updates.
Hey.
Yeah. Next week, we will be showcasing the Cyberpunk Disney set, our latest set that we've performed. My sister has not seen it, so it'll be her first time, so you get live reactions from her. Oh.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that because I did 2 thumbs up? For a second, I was like, I'm exploding.
What? How did that happen? Oh my god.
Wait, will it do it again?
Is it this? Maybe it's because you did this. Do this. That was... Why? I don't know if you all saw that. But...
Again. What did I do?
Fireworks just went off.
What did I do? Oh.
I hate you.
Ah, that's so crazy.
You now are just doing this.
Sweating.
I was like, is it this? Is it me like indicating you? I don't know. Now the goal is to find out how that happened. Fireworks. Can other things happen? It's like, remember when you tap something on the thing and it like made a bubble?
Yeah, you can do like a hand signal or something.
Wait, how come yours is doing that and mine's not doing it? So stupid. I'm like... Anyways. Well, this is the show, y'all. It's just me and my sister being me and my sister. We will have more actual informational content in future episodes, more cohesion, more... We'll roll for intelligence with no modifiers, but that's okay. Oh, see, I thought something was going to happen. I thought that was like my moment. Nope. 2 thumbs up, and I got a big wad of diddly squat. You look crazy. Anyways, with our sign off, anything you want to say, Yachi, before we leave?
No, that's it. My
All right.
super short show.
Oh, remember those? We need something like that. So we're going to come up with a Mike Super Short show. But until then, peace
If we can
out.
figure out how to make the fireworks happen every time.
Every time?
Do that.
If you just do it fast enough, it'll do it. Anyway, peace up. A-Town down. We're so off. See you all later. Sotomato.